Oh, welcome and good afternoon. Welcome to the Elder Page television program. My name is Haywood Fennell. This program is brought to you by Triad Veterans League. We are in the community doing all the things that we can for our community, especially when it comes to cultural appreciation, using theater, using our history as our source material. And we have today a young lady that we are so very proud of, just recently graduated with honors from Emerson College. And you know Emerson College is one of the top schools. And I'm so happy to say that Skyy is here today to talk about herself and what she's doing, what contributions she has made and will make, and working on expanding her career with a new music composition CD that's coming out. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about other things, you know, her family. We have to mention her family, you know, and her association with the Oscar Michelle Family Theater Program Company. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are
It's
you?
good to see you. I mean, you know, like, folks, it's just an amazing story here. A young lady that started off at 10 years old, you know, with us and an audition, and she has done so well with her steps and, you know, doing the right thing. And now she's here today to talk about her CD, and I'm so proud. Just what made you do the CD right out of college? I mean, you know, like.
I mean, it was something I was already working on. A lot of the songs I wrote last year. I had went through a little bit of a rough time, and instead of crying over it or being sad over it, I said, well, why not put it into music? Why not write about it?
Right.
It's something I enjoy doing. It's kind of a release for me, other than, you know, talking to God and kind of giving it all to Him to help with, to figure out for me. I decided to write about it.
So you know, like I remember, we did a thing over at BU.
Yeah.
At the studio over there, and you read a poem.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but you know, Skyy, I knew you had something else going on. You know, I just couldn't figure it out. I just had to wait for it to come forth and everything. And you are really an achiever.
I tried.
You know, you write your own music. You produce yourself. How did that? You know, like what was the steps? I know you went to different schools and stuff like that.
Yeah. It started with you doing acting at the Oscar Michelle Family Theater Program. That kind of catapulted me into the acting field. That helped me get into Boston Arts Academy, where I studied theater. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without, you know, the Lord placing you in my life and, putting me in front of those people. And then from there, Boston Arts Academy helped me get into Emerson College on a full tuition scholarship. And yeah, throughout that time, I was always writing, but my focus was more acting. And with my
you were singing too.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, I was definitely singing. With my focus being acting for so long, I kind of wanted to go back to like what my first love was and kind of tap into what that was again.
Yeah.
And I started writing. I started writing in high school, like seriously writing, freshman
in high school?
year. Songs.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, the seed was planted. It had to grow, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was doing like poems, like here and there, kind of, you know, messing around. My dad always told me, you need to start writing songs. And I never really knew how to. And, you know, sometimes I would listen to songs and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how they're coming up with these rhymes. I don't know how they're able to focus on a topic, make it make sense. I don't know how they're doing that until I actually started doing it and kind of getting into the flow of doing it. And then that's when it kind of
Let's see if we can get, did you bring any music with you? Do we have it? Can they play it?
I don't know, do they?
No, I want them to play something
Yeah.
so that we can further discuss your music, because what you're explaining to us, I know a little bit about it, but I mean, you have evolved to a situation where I'm very proud of you, and I think that everything will work out. But I just want to see if the Techs have that music to play and stuff.
Yeah, I have a single that I dropped called Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's the name of the album?
It's called Lost Files. Yeah, that's it. That's Sorry.
I'm sorry. I couldn't be the woman that you needed. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it down while you weren't around. I'm sorry for expressing my feelings. Worried if I'm being unfair. When I say the care wasn't there, I hope you know that I was honest. Trying to give you the world and love you the best way I knew how. Show up for you and I couldn't show up for myself. So excuse me if I needed more. I don't wanna go to war with you. The little things mean more with you. And I feel so sorry for myself. Was so helpless to your love. How could I let go and settle for less than enough? Knowing I'm more, I still open the door for you. Hoping you change with me. Always told me if he wanted to, he would. Crazy in love, delusional. He always told me he don't deserve me, and I could do better. Find someone who offers bare minimum. Give me more. I should have known by the way you live. No, I'm not sorry. Blame it on me, 'cause that's the easy thing to do. I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry. I'll take the blame, yeah, no, that's okay, yeah. No, I'm not sorry, 'cause I did hold it down while you were out of town, doing whatever you wanted, forgetting what you had in front of you. No, I'm not sorry.
Boy, so now you got the song, you wrote the song. If I'm not mistaken, you write the words first, and then you come with the music.
No.
Oh,
So my process is a little different.
Okay,
I've gotten
okay.
this question a few times. I know everybody writes differently. Their process is different. I actually prefer to have a beat first. And once I have the instrumental, the beat, I can kind of sing melodies over it, kind of riff over it. And once I have like a melody that I really like, then I'll put words to it.
okay.
I never really know exactly what I'm writing. With Lost Files, the album I just released, this is the album cover. With Lost Files, it was a little bit different where I was thinking a lot, and instead of kind of dwelling in those thoughts, again, I would say, you know what, I'm just gonna write about it. So I already went into the song knowing what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, so let me ask you a question right
Yeah.
away. Okay, because you're an artist and you're a writer, music, right? So Skyy, so look, did you have a certain audience when you wrote this song? Was it for a specific audience, you think?
Yeah, yes and no. Whoever listens to it and enjoys it, then by all means.
So when you write, right? It's
Yeah.
like you said, it'll catch you.
I hope so.
The person that's listening.
Yeah.
I think this will catch them.
I pray that it does,
What's-
and it
what-
has for some.
What other music, is there any specific kind of beat that's regular, or do you have different beats in the CD?
In the album, like,
Yeah.
is there different? Yeah, there's different sounds in there. For the most part, it's kind of consistent with the, I guess, vibe or energy that I'm kind of going for. Sorry, the song that I was just playing, is the most upbeat it'll get in the album. My sound is more, people have compared me to Mariah the Scientist. I take a lot of inspiration from Summer Walker, Janae Aiko. These are like like today's like R&B kind of sound. I take a lot of inspiration from them. I also take a lot of inspiration as far as beats from an artist named Party Next Door.
Name what?
His his name is Party Next Door.
Party Next Door?
Yeah,
Okay.
all my fellow 20s, like they'll know who that is.
Right. Well, I got kids and I got grandkids. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them about this CD.
Yes, please
because
do.
they already know about you. From my talking about the production.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sending around pictures, because I sent you pictures all over the world. If I could,
Thank
because
you.
I'm so proud of you and your accomplishments.
Yeah.
And the work that you put in it, and I want people to know about it. But tell me, why do you have the flower in your hair? Is that a Billie Holiday tribute, or what's that for? Are you resonating some thoughts of,
It has a lot of meanings, actually. Before I even put out music, I knew I wanted like a white rose to be something I'm remembered by.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much supposed to represent like purity, soft, like a soft heart.
It's a rose? Is that a rose?
Yeah, it's a rose.
Because a rose got thorns too,
It does, which
Yeah.
is something to think about.
Hey, look, but that's a trademark. You might say.
Yeah.
And I like it. And I'm sure that our soon-to-be listening audience, people that buy your music and everything. But what I want to know is, Skyy, your singing in the church.
Yeah,
You did a lot of that.
yeah, I still do.
Yeah. And did any of your songs influenced by your writings, influenced by your religious appreciation?
Yeah,
Would you say?
Yeah, in certain ways.
Yeah, in certain ways.
In certain ways.
What kind of ways?
Well, growing up in the church, it's molded my morals. It's kind of helped with the way that I walk through life. And it's it's simple, but if you listen to my music, there's no cussing in my music. And that's because there's no cussing in my vocabulary.
Right.
And that came from being in church and growing up and realizing I don't need to have cussing in my vocabulary to get my point across.
Right.
And that was actually something that was taught to me even in high school, where freshman year of high school, my teacher had us do like an improv scene, and a lot of the students were asking, can we cuss in the scene? And she would say, no, you don't need to cuss to get your point across. You don't need to cuss in order to tell somebody off. You can tell somebody off without having to use those kinds of words. So that's something that I brought into my music, but something that I was taught more in the church. That,
We're
like,
looking
you don't
forward
need
to hearing all your music.
Yeah.
Because of your dedication and the hard work that you've done, because sometimes you can get overwhelmed and want to succeed so bad that you capitulate to putting curse words and slurs and all of that in your music, hoping that you will. But you bring a different kind of. Come on, Skyy. We love that. We love that. You know, because I remember when you were in the play early on, and you said that you told the teacher that you were in the play about the Harlem Renaissance, and that the teacher didn't know anything about the Harlem Renaissance, right? And so with this tradition that you're setting around how your music is, I'm hoping that others that right will catch on.
Yeah.
Because I agree with you. We don't need all of that vocabulary of vulgar stuff to get a point across.
Yeah.
You know, so tell me more about Sorry, though.
Sorry.
Yeah, why's your name is Sorry?
Well, I would hope that even after I explain it, people will still go and listen to it. But if you actually listen to it, I start off by saying sorry, and then by the end of the song, I say I'm not sorry. And my
You say you're not sorry.
I say I'm not sorry.
After you start off, you say you're sorry.
Yeah.
But then when you go through the things that you've gone through and explain it in the song, you're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was because, well, at that time, a lot of the things that I'm saying in the beginning of the song is like a lot of real thoughts that I was having.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry that I'm this way. I'm sorry that I'm that way. I'm sorry that I reacted this way. And it's like, actually, why am I invalidating myself? Like, I'm not. I'm
word
actually,
you use the right word, validating.
Yeah.
Because we do try to validate or emulate, you know, to try to please and get all twisted up and then continue in that mode. But then you realize in the song that you wrote, hey,
I'm not sorry.
I'm not there. I'm not there. This is the Other Page television program. We have a guest today, Skyy Forts. Young lady I've known for quite some time now, and she's here to talk about her music, why she wrote the music. And we're going to take a little break right now. We'll be right back with Skyy Forts. Back again, folks. Oh, my goodness gracious. What an experience this is, a revelation, if you will, talking with Skyy about her music. Skyy has done a lot as a young woman in the community with her sharing her talents. And now Skyy has a new album that's coming out.
Yeah.
There you go.
There I am, yeah. Lost Files.
Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't even know that you had extended your name, the spelling of your name. I think that's nice.
Yeah, I was trying to switch it up. I wanted to do something a little different. You know?
Yeah. But you know what? One of the questions that I wanted to ask you, Skyy, was who named you? Your mother?
If I can remember correctly, I think my mom wanted to name me Skylar, and my dad said, no, just keep it Skyy. I think that's how it went.
You know, I also want to bring you back a little bit, Skyy, to when your grandmother was alive and how you used to sing to her.
Yeah.
And then you began to sing for her after she passed and everything. And I remember we were up in a place in space and she was alive then and you sang a song for her. And I'm sure that when you wrote your music, right, that she was there, you know, because the spirit never dies.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and so I'm so proud of you in
Thank you.
in that regard, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know it, man.
Yeah.
I know it. You know, and I just want the people to know that you work very hard, but you're very sensitive. You know, and you got to be there to be an artist, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Especially if you're writing, like, writing other people's stories, taking on other roles in acting. Because Lost Files is my story, but I also do enjoy writing other people's stories. And that comes with a lot of putting yourself in their shoes and what kind of questions could they be asking themselves, kind of conversations could they be having in their head or with other people. So you do have to be sensitive to those things in order to do it justice.
So we are talking, I don't want to say projecting, right? But knowing you now, as I'm getting to know you with your creativity, are you planning on writing some plays? Or do you have a play in mind now that you're working on?
I don't have one in mind right now. I do like to write little short scripts, especially for like visuals for this album or, you know, for music that I plan on releasing. I do like to, you know, come up with ideas and different shots I would like to get. What kind of words do I want to be said? All of it's important.
Yeah.
Everything that's
Delivery.
said. Yeah, everything that's written is important. It's written with
Right.
intention.
I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, even though we have another director for the play, you know, when you write something, it's like you.
Yeah.
You know, and so you have these so-called action words and stuff like that. And when you hear somebody do it, and they didn't do it the way that you wrote it,
Yeah.
see, because I remember watching you at a performance at Emerson, and I was surprised. Then I said, "That's Skyy." You know, I mean, the roles that you play, you know, it's like two different people,
Well, that's the goal in a way.
huh?
That's the goal in a way. If I
Yeah,
can, you know.
yeah. Because I told you before, and I told your dad that one of the professors spoke so highly of you. When I mentioned your name, you know, Eric
Yeah.
Weiss, he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know her?" I said, "Of course I know her." But only reason why he did that, Skyy, is because of what you did at school.
Yeah.
You are representing our community, but not in that sense at the time, but you were just being yourself.
Yeah.
And you came in there and you turned them on and you turned them off and you turned them on and you turned them off and you graduated.
I did.
And I'm so proud of you
Thank
for
you.
doing that. You know, I remember when you went to Berkeley School of Music on Saturdays. You maybe have gone some other places, you know, to put the glue together to create the concept of what you wanted to do,
Yeah.
which is a plan.
Yeah.
And now you
sure.
got the music working now.
Yes.
Are you? Have you decided where you're gonna do your Boston premiere?
Not really.
Not really.
I'm thinking. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot that I want to put into action.
Yeah.
But I also know you gotta do. You know, you gotta work one step at a time. I can't do everything all at once.
Well, you did. You made a giant step. You have
Yeah.
with your album,
Yeah.
or what do you call it? CD album. You know.
Album.
Yeah. Yeah. And what are your friends saying now? You know, the ones you went to school with and the ones that you grew up with now.
Yeah.
That you Skyy now with a double Y.
Yeah. I mean, the people around me, like, they love it. I've
Yeah.
gotten nothing but positive feedback, which I think is also like kind of a given. But even people that aren't super close to me, they come up to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, your album is so good." Like, I put it in my playlist and I'm like, "Wow, really? Like, I was worth being put in your playlist? Like, you get to hear me in your playlist, you know?" And that feels really good. And it's not even something that, like, when I dropped the album, my goal wasn't, I want people to put me in their playlist. I want people to whatever. It was just, I'm putting out something that's very close to my heart, something that I spent a lot of tears and time writing, and I just want to share it because there could be one person who might relate to it and feel seen and feel heard just by this album being out. And it's always like, it feels rewarding, and I feel very blessed that I have people, you know, that I don't know like that, telling me like, "Wow, you're so talented. This album is so good. I put you in my playlist." And even people so close to me that spoke so highly of it and put me in their playlist. It feels good.
It's also a revelation of still what you have to do. You still have more work to do.
Yeah, a lot.
You know,
a lot of it.
You ready for it?
I hope so.
You're ready for it,
Yeah.
Skyy. You know, I'm looking forward to, you know, your performances here, and we certainly hope that your presence today as our guest will help you, you know, get the word out
Yeah.
into the community regarding your music, how you got the music, the long hours, you know, when you could have been out doing something else, but you stay focused, and that's what you have to do to be able to do this.
Yeah.
We're really proud of you.
Thank
you. Know, your family, you know, I know them. Your brothers, they got to look out for their little sister now, but she's in leadership now. you know, and
Yeah.
good things are going to come forward to you because you've done a lot of good work.
Thank
You
you.
know, I just want to be there on the front row, someplace and
Yeah.
wherever,
Yeah.
you know, because you got to prepare for that now. How are you doing that? How are you doing that? You know, getting your act together for you know, performing.
Yeah, I have some things in the works right now.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I've been like on a stage just singing, where it's not really involving me playing another character. It's just me.
Yeah.
It's been some time since I've done that, especially, and it's my first time going on stage singing originals too. So it's in the works. Kind of feeling it out right now, and
I forgot all about that. That's a whole different perspective on how you present yourself now, because
Yeah.
you're not in a play, you know, just a single load
yeah, it's
with
just
new
me.
music.
It's just me and my music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like the title of a production, Me and My Music. Because you wrote it, nobody else did.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good feeling though, right, Sky?
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
We got Skyy Porch here, Skyy here today, folks. Excuse my manners. You know, we doing Skyy today, and she's talking about her plans, her work ethic, how she composes her music, and a wise young lady. That's the only way I can describe her, as a wise young lady, a wise young friend. Is here today. Skyy is here today, and we're going to take a break and show some other pictures of what the Oscar Micheaux Family Theater program, with Skyy as a principal, long-standing. She's been with us for a few years, and
Yeah.
and she went on and took it to the next level, and she's getting ready to go out there, be out there with her music. Skyy. We'll be right back, folks.
I think it's time that we finally let go. I think we need to ease up on the hold. A few drinks won't do, I need a little more. I try my best to go what means the most. So pardon me if it seems like I'm all for you. I need some time to soar, but isn't true. Won't say that you're reliable, what's the hold up for you? I'm ready if you are, but it seems that you don't know what you want. I can't express enough how I feel. Can't live without knowing what's the deal. And why you think I'll be right over here just thinking, what could I have done better to make things real true? I can't keep dragging on. Must made it easy to believe that I was the one. I gotta detach from you. I gotta detach from you. As hard as it may be, I need to put me first. I gotta detach from you. Gotta detach from you. Detach from you. Detach from you. I gotta let go. I gotta let go. As hard as it may be, I need to put me first. I gotta let go. I gotta let go.
Thank you again. We're back, folks. What a wonderful show this is today with Skyy. Talking about what she is going to do. Her plan fits. Her music is it. We got to get on board. How do we get your music?
It's on all streaming platforms. So if you use YouTube, you can find it on YouTube, Spotify.
You can order like that, right?
Yeah. You can access it on anything. Tidal,
Right,
Spotify,
right.
Apple Music, it's everywhere. So
Suppose you went to a party, right? Suppose you went to a party,
yeah.
you know, and when you get in there, your music is playing. How would you feel? How would you feel?
Like, and I didn't request it.
Yeah.
It just came on.
Yeah. You went to a nice party, right?
Yeah.
And they're just playing it.
I think it feels surreal. Like, I'd be like, if somebody saw me, somebody who knows me saw me here, and they went and requested that song. I wouldn't think
You
that,
wouldn't
like,
think that.
I wouldn't even think that somebody, like, the DJ just put it on because he had it in his
Just
list.
because it's a nice song?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you might as well get used to that because
Yeah.
that's coming down the line where people are gonna be playing your music, you know, and people will see you, you know, different places and stuff. You know, they say, that's Skyy.
Yeah.
And they said, where's she at? Like that, right? I got a song, I got a music, like that. You know, so you started off on a journey that's gonna have no limits. If you use your talent the right way, and that's what you're doing. You know, you got a good coaching team, which is your family, of course, and they know what you can do, and they are all encouraging. And a lot of times we don't have that, you know,
Yeah.
and so we are honored that you have taken the advice of your dad, your moms, your brothers, and some other people, you know, and she's writing, and just leave you to do what you're doing, and look what you
Yeah.
got going for you.
Yeah.
Look what you got. If we get an opportunity here at the Other Page Television to see you in this dynamic that you're in now, never knowing when we was going to those other television shows, like over at BU, we did the thing over at BU, when,
Yeah.
like I said earlier, when you read your poem and being involved in theater and moving on, going to school, getting your education, all those things come together to create Skyy that
Yeah.
we know her now.
Yeah.
And so stay on that.
Yeah, definitely. And I wanna give like a huge thank you and shout out to you too, because I mean, when I joined Oscar Michaud Family Theater Program, you guys welcomed me in my family with open arms, and that was when I was 10 years old. And now here we are today, and
You get
the
ready
fact
to
that
break. You get ready to break on us to another level. Though. See what I'm saying? I believe that. I talked
Yeah.
with your dad when you was going to class. Say, how's she doing?
Yeah.
I didn't say what is she doing because I knew you was doing something.
Yeah.
And then he say, I got a ticket for you to come to see you perform. And so I've seen you in about 3 productions, different ones, and you bring a presence to the stage.
Thank you.
And you have to have that, you
Yeah.
know. And now you have the music that, you know, solidifies, you know, moving on to the next step into the world of entertainment.
Yeah. And I haven't forgotten about any of you guys throughout the whole process.
Right.
Like any of y'all. And I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to even my family. My mom, who's like my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. She never gets tired of this album, ever. She never gets tired of the songs. She listens to it every single day.
Yeah.
My dad, who, you know, was always there encouraging me, telling me to keep going. Don't worry about what anybody else says. Just keep doing you.
Yeah.
And all my brothers, I mean, super
They're so
supportive.
proud, they're so
Supportive.
proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, Michael,
What about your
Isaiah.
little nephew, Skyy?
He likes Sorry. he likes Sorry. He sings Sorry sometimes. Yeah, he knows Sorry.
Yeah. I almost forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is he now? He should be about 10 now, right?
He's 10 now, yeah. 10.
Wow.
He's the big 10. He's tall.
Yeah.
We're like the same height, almost.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, for me to have been able to see this evolvement, you know, not development, evolvement, you know, of you, as a person and as an artist and as one that's going to be successful, Skyy, you got it going on.
Thank you.
You know, and we want our listeners to look. There you are.
Oh my gosh.
You remember that? You remember that right there?
That's me.
Yeah, you're so comfortable on the stage now. Then there you are again.
Yeah.
You want people to see you.
Yeah.
You know, you got more hair now.
Those were those rehearsal days.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
You know,
but-
those
but
days
let
I was
me tell you
playing
something.
characters.
You know, stages are there.
Yeah, stages.
They've been with us a little while, you know.
Yeah, they have.
And everything we do, and principle of collaboration is alive, you know.
They're great too.
But Skyy, you know, you came prepared to do your part. You come prepared to do your part in your life. Your mother, your dad, the roles that you played, they made sure that you looked believable when you took on that stage, and you adapted that. And you went different places with it. And that's why you're going to do okay, because you come prepared. Keep it like that.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, no, I'm not sorry. It's really like analytical when you wrote it. And then as you was writing it, you were growing into the music. And the people will feel your songs as long as you write them like that.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
the goal.
it's not a whole bunch of baloney, vocal stuff. We don't need that. We need what you're bringing, which is part of you. You know, and you're singing. I'm just, ain't no telling what you're gonna do with your voice, because it's a beautiful tool.
Thank you.
You know, and I'm looking forward to your productions coming up. Even
Yeah.
though you haven't said it, I know it's up in there somewhere. You know, that it's going to be a play, you know, about the reality, about the struggle, because you struggled, you know,
Yeah,
and
I have my
you
own.
was able to have some impediments that you overcame. You got that National Honor Society pin? You got that, right?
Yeah.
I never met nobody you know, that I know. I heard about people. You know, I got a friend that was a Rhodes Scholar, you know, but a National Honors Pin, Skyy, that's big. That's credential, on
Yeah.
top of credential. And you worked for that.
Yeah.
You could have said, I ain't got no time, but you made the time.
Yeah.
They didn't give it to you. You earned it. You
Thank
earned
you.
it. I'm so
Yeah.
proud.
I
of
mean,
everything.
hearing like somebody like point it out is just like, yeah, I did do that. Like I did.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you look at accomplishments and you say to yourself, like, wow. But you didn't do it for that particular thing, though.
Yeah.
You wanted to do your best.
I did.
And you're doing your best now. Look what you got. Look
Trying.
what you're bringing here today.
Yeah.
We're
Trying.
talking about a career that's getting ready to go to another level. Like they say, a young lady from Boston, right? And if somebody say, if she did it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Who was some of your inspirers, Skyy, if you had any outside your parents? You know, people.
Anybody who's inspired me, just in general or in music.
Yeah. How did they treat you over there at Berklee College of Music when you was going over there on them Saturdays? You want me to tell you?
Yeah, you tell
You
me.
want me to tell you what they said?
What? What did
They
they say?
said, "Oh man, say she's good," and I didn't say nothing.
That's what they told you?
You know, people say good things because they know I don't play. You know, and you impressed them because you wanted to learn. And the other thing, you're still learning
Yeah, I am.
because you said there's some things that I want to do, but I haven't decided how I'm going to do them.
Yeah.
You're brave too.
Trying.
Yeah.
Trying to take my dad's advice. You know, don't think about anybody. Just focus on it's you and God. It's between y'all two.
Yeah. We pray together too sometimes, me and your daddy.
I believe
You
it.
know, he's I'm always want to know how the family is. And then I want to know how the baby doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he tells me, you know, I remember like when you were going to places singing the gospel and stuff like that. And, you know, like I say, your voice is your gift. It's a gift from God. No question about it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you do you. It's
Yeah.
coming now.
Yeah.
coming.
Whew.
You got to put it together, though. You know, you got to put
Yeah.
it together and everything. And oh, yeah, man. You got to, like, change up 2 times, before, you know, and all of that. So you got to put the whole production together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prayerfully, yeah.
Whatever we can do, we're going to do it for you.
And I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
whatever we can do to help you move on to the next level, because we know that you have helped people. Being a woman of character, being a woman devoted to the Lord, devoted to your family. That's it. I can't quit. We're going to play something else that from Skyy as we get ready to leave from out here, folks. We just want to remind you that on March the 28th at the Cambridge Ridge and Latin School, 349 Broadway, we're going to honor Mrs. Irene O'Bannon and her family for their contribution to cultural enrichment with the performance of the Harlem Renaissance Revisited with a gospel flavor, directed by Monica Anderson Spencer and revised by Monica Anderson Spencer and written by yours truly, Haywood Fennell Sr. And we got an outstanding show coming up, and so certainly hope you'll go to our website, THEOMTC.com for further information. We're looking forward to you coming out and enjoying our production, our cast, and some of the people that'll be there. You know, you might recognize them here and see them there later. You know, we want to thank Skyy for being our guest today. She has done a remarkable job, and look at that picture. She is a young lady that is on her way up. There is her cover. Look at that cover. That's saying a lot.
It is.
Skyy. We're glad you're here today, folks, because, you know, this is a young lady that we're so proud of. You know, I got to take a second look at the picture and look at her, because she's done a lot of work to get like that, man. Her daddy outside and her brother outside, I hope they enjoyed this show today, because I did. You know, I trust in the Lord. I believe in the Lord. The Lord took me from nowhere and placed me somewhere. It was not an accident, because God don't make no accidents.
Amen.
See, because you where you supposed to be. And you're going to go further.
Yeah.
You just keep it
Amen.
going. Just keep it going. Stay on that path. Skyy is here today. Skyy is going to be doing some things in music, you know, and we just want you to pray for her success, pray for her family, pray for me, and at the same time, pray for yourself. You know, it's a lot of things going on in the world, but that ain't your business. God gonna take care of it. This too shall pass. That's what they said. So just keep on believing and achieving.
Amen.
You know, don't be deterred from your primary purpose, which is to be an artist. You are an artist. I'm so proud of you, what you've done. I'm looking forward to reading things that you've written, reading things about you, writing things about you, you know, because that's what I do, you know, and I'm so grateful to be a part of your family. I really am.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know little man was 10 years old, he's something, huh? He's
Yeah.
something, yeah.
He's a Big 10.
How's his mother doing?
Good. Shout out to
Yeah.
Emily. Emily has a little line in Sorry. I know she's like I've gotten enough credit for it, but she does she said something. She says like a little line towards the end of Sorry. That's her. I like dragged her into the studio. I said I have a vision and I need you to do it, and she did it. So
I think that's great.
yeah.
I think that you have this this personality persona, if you will, the people that want to get involved, because I watched you at Emerson with the students,
Yeah.
and how they gravitate towards you, for the leadership, and that's important.
I think a large part of it too is, Emerson's a great school, and I've learned so much from them.
They
and
learn from you too, Skyy.
Yeah, probably.
Gotta remember that.
Yeah. They know what they're talking about over there. Great professors, great program, acting program. There isn't that much diversity. They're doing better now, but there wasn't a lot of diversity, and I was the only Black student in my class. Not the only Black woman, the only Black student in my class. And I think that's a large part of it, where I was kind of like a token. And I know that some people don't like being tokenized, and it's all in the way that it's done. But I used it to my advantage. And being in a space where it wasn't diverse and I was the only Black woman or Black person, Black student in my class, I think that drew them into me more and focused in on me a little bit more, because I brought something that they quite couldn't. It was different. And I think that played a huge part in everybody. If I go up there and I act something, everybody's locked in. I had a student, a friend of mine, who actually came to me and was like, every time you go up there and act, it's like I can't take my eyes off of you. Like, you just draw me in. And I'm not gonna downplay like that what I do isn't, I don't have any talent. Like, when I go up there, like I do take what I was studying serious. But I do think that being the only Black student played a part as well.
Well, let me just tell you something, Skyy. My observations of you, and my recognizing the Emerson, quote unquote, psychic. I'm so proud of you. Because I have slowly gotten away from thinking Black, white.
Yeah.
I think more self. I think that what you did is what I saw your best.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
You showed up and they growed up.
Yeah.
You showed up and they growed up, because they had this predisposition, this preconcept about Black people and education, especially in a leading school. Coming in with a scholarship, and later on for me to have a professor of performing arts say high things about you was not surprising to me. I've been noted since she was 10, singing Etta James song, and now you are 22, Skyy, singing your own songs. That's not an accident. That's work. And that's why I want people to hear you say what you just said. Was it easy? No. Was it challenging? Yes. Did you step up? You didn't back down.
Yeah.
You didn't back down. And I'm hoping that our viewing audience gets that.
Yeah.
That we got to not only step up, we got to speak up and speak out. And your performances and your working hard was your speaking out. They will never be the same over there. If anybody comes behind you that looks like you, male or female, they'll have a better chance of being understood and appreciated. Because those students that I saw coming towards you and talking to you as you were going to get ready to perform appreciated you.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. I was on like the elevator with you guys, and I watched and I listened. And I said, okay, that's good. That's right. That's good. And so when your dad was saying that you was getting ready to graduate and all that, you already done wrote your song, Skyy.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
The album was kind of done by that point. All the songs was written already.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I'm just, well, folks, this happens when you got talent and know how to use it. You don't want to lose it, so you got to use it, and that's what she's done and what she will continue to do
Yeah.
with the help of the Lord. I'm so grateful that Skyy came by. My. We're looking forward to, seeing you again.
Yeah.
You always have an open invitation
Yeah.
to come back, Skyy, because you're a part of us and we're a part of you.
Yeah.
Folks, again, we just want to remind you of our service connection to the veterans. Veterans are an overlooked and underused community resource, but not Triad Veterans League. We've been doing things in the community since 1997. We will continue to advocate for veterans, particularly African American veterans, and get that equity going that we're supposed to get. We also want to remind you about the United States Commemorated Stamp Series and having our exhibit at the Strand Theater. Right now, you can go to the Strand on Columbia Road and see that art exhibit that we're advocating to become a United States Commemorated Stamp Series. Our number again is 857-204-5312. Our guest today has been an outstanding artist, young artist. Skyy was here today, and she'll be back to talk more about her career. Look at her album cover is coming up, folks. We're proud of her, as we know you are. Thank you again for being a part of our show today, and God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much.
I gotta ask you, but first I never meant to give you my attitude. I just can't get over you. I wonder if you miss me. Wonder if you get me now. Wonder if it's easy to keep me on repeat on your mind.